What's up, Devils? J-dawg back again, bright and fucking early. So hope you got your fucking fangs brushed, your goddamn cardio done, and your eggs and oats scarfed down. Because we got some fucking comments on the goddamn autopsy mental funeral snooze fest video. 40 of them to be exact, so pretty decent amount. So without any further fucking ado, gonna get right into them because there's a bunch of them, and I'm not gonna get I'm gonna go straight to questions because otherwise this would be a lot because there's some longies in here as well. But so let's go to them. And definitely some decent questions in here I saw. But a lot of guys kind of talking about their experience on Poser. Maybe the Posers got brought up again. But it's kind of like a lot of comments in here kind of just talking about their experiences and shit, which we've all been there. Definitely know that. I keep answering this question, but I'll keep, whatever. New viewer every time. From the Cosmic Pallbearer. Hey, J-dawg, sorry for the boring question, but do you know if Hellcast will be coming back anytime soon? Those podcasts with Reaper and you are really entertaining, and I'm starting to miss those a bit. I keep saying it, yeah, you got to ask Reaper, man. I don't know. Like, it's up to him. Like, because I've asked him myself, and I don't get a straight answer. Oh, maybe, I'm doing this or that. There's a lot of, kind of like I'm busy excuse, but I get the vibe he kind of doesn't want to do it. Like, I don't know. I didn't get a straight answer out of him. So to me, it's like, it's his thing. I mean, I can't, literally, it was entirely him. I just showed up when he hit fucking record. So it's kind of like, I can't hold a gun to his head to make him do it. But, so yeah, hound him down, guys, if you want to do it. We'll see. I don't know if he has no interest. He has no time. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But I've asked him, and I'm not going to, like I said, I can't, force him to do it. From Shanks. Hey, J-dawg, enjoying all the content you're putting out, brah. I have a non-metal question concerning cats. So I reviewed this question. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, something different to talk about. We can talk about this. Questions. Have you noticed that a lot of metalheads own cats? I completely understand why, though. Kind of. I kind of noticed that. I mean, like King Diamond, I always did. I mean, even in his, the late 90s, early 2000s books like Voodoo, I believe House of God, maybe like Graveyard or shit like that. It's, I think even the early Merciful Fates, like Dead Again and shit like that. What is he saying? Thanks list, just my family, my friends, and my cats, he says. And then, yeah, I mean, I know guys that are in the metal scene that have them. So, yeah, yeah, I guess more so than the dogs. I guess it kind of does come off that way, yeah. Two, do any of your cats like the music you play? I have 3 cats, and one of them absolutely loves any form of metal. Comes and sits right near the speakers when I play music. None of them do that. My youngest guy does not like some brutal death metal. Like when I play something brutal, he cries his ass off to me till I change it. Any old school death metal is cool with him. I have to play the brutal shit only when he sleeps. Do you go through this with your cats? So when I put shit on that's in the living room or whatever, the first thing is she's getting kind of better, but the you've seen her the all black one, Evie. She's kind of like her and Charlie are the same age, but we kind of consider her the baby because she's the tiniest. Even though Charlie and Evie they're the same age, they come from the same litter. We adopted them at the same time. They are both the youngest. I think they're gonna be. I think actually this month. Yeah, I think they're born in March. 3 years old now. Yeah, so I think we got them 2 years ago, and when we got them, they were 10 weeks old. So they'd be the youngest, but she's kind of considered a baby. She's the smallest by far. So, anyways, when I first put it on, she say it's an intro or something. She just kind of looks, and then as soon as the music starts, she fucking darts and runs, and then she goes under me and my wife's bed. But then lately, what she's been doing, like a few songs in, she comes out. She's kind of like looking around, investigating. She's like, okay, I guess everything's okay. Kind of like a fucking bomb's going off. And then Charlie, he at first too, when he kind of first he'd run and he would hide too. Now he kind of doesn't care. And then fucking Snake, he's almost seemed like, I don't know if it's just coincidence. Every time I see him play, he goes like fucking crazy in a good way. Like he's like running around and like chasing shit and like playing with toys and stuff. That could just be a coincidence of the time, but it seems like he's all wound up. So yeah, I guess he's fucking partying the fucking tunes. That's the way I saw it, right? And then Lizzie, Lizzie's our oldest. She's basically she hates the other 3, not because she's like this. She's like literally probably the friendliest cat. Like she loves all people whatsoever. Like anybody that comes over, she wants to lay with them, and she wants you to hold her, pick her up, and shit. But she gets pissed with the others. I don't think because she hates other cats. Because when we've had other ones that were even older than her prior to that passed away, she pretty much got along with them. I think she doesn't like them because they're all because even Snake, he's next in line, but he's like what is he? He's just like 4 years old. She's like 12 or 13 years old. So basically, they're still in a sense in the they're not kittens, obviously, but they're very young, and so they want to play. They're very playful, and they have a lot of energy. She's just old and lazy now, so they want to play with her. And they attack her. She gets super fucking pissed. She hisses at them, whacks at them, and they back down real quick. But I'm sure they're looking at her like, yeah, what a fucking jerk. So she's just kind of laying in her corner, just old and doesn't give a fuck, you know. So tunes, no tunes, she don't give a shit as long as the other three aren't bothering her. So yeah, she's indifferent on it. A lot of people disappointed that in fucking like Metal Funeral. That's okay. Man, some long fucking comments in here. Skinny jeans were pretty. Man, you guys keep commenting. I just did a video. Won't be posted yet, but it will be by the time you see this. RJCJ underscore rock. Love the videos, J-dawg. By the way, what is your favorite Bolt Thrower album? Be the first album. Well, first, second album. I want Realm of Chaos. From Doomed Existence was wondering off the top of your head what the largest individual order you've had come through Hell's Headbangers. Yeah, actually, I do remember that. I forget the guy's name, but I believe he was in PA. I want to say his name maybe was Scott. This was years ago. We've definitely got like to this day maybe like we get guys here and there. They'll place an order for like $800 to $1,000, you know, with the vinyl and shit like that, like personal collections. Not that's not on a daily basis. Wish it was, but it's not super irregular. You know what I mean? But the largest by far was this guy. I want to say his name was Scott from PA. He said he got a I don't know, he had like a lawsuit, like, or maybe it was a tax return, but a big thing. And he bought, I'm not even joking, it was I think like $6,000 or $7,000 just in all vinyl. Like it was almost like almost one of every title we had of just all LPs. I think it was like 6 boxes worth that we sent him, six big 50, 70 pound boxes. And I want to say he placed a big order like that from Yosuke Nuku now at the same time. He said he got, yeah, maybe it was like a car wreck he was in and he got a big ass settlement. And he's like, I'm just treating myself. Like maybe because he told the story, it was an email. I think he got like a check for 50 grand or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to fucking treat myself a little bit. And I think it was like, yeah, $5,000 to $7,000 worth of shit he bought. So I was like, this is fucking awesome. But that was a while ago. Hell, we weren't even in the warehouse that time. I think we were still, living in the house together, me, Eric, and Chase. Maybe I was moved out of the house, but we're still running the. I'm 99% sure we were running the business out of the house still, and that we've definitely been out of that house for 10 years now. So, man, that was like 11, 12 years ago. Biggest order, yeah. So hasn't been beaten, fucking lost, in existence. So, but pretty impressive. I see a question mark in here. Got that from Mac Powers, J-dawg. I love that you talk about posers. It makes me laugh. That's what I'm here for, brah. Have you ever had an experience in your youth or as an adult that people gave you crap for being in the metal? X the band T-shirts you wear. Example: the band T-shirts you wear. How did you handle this? Keep up the excellent videos. Love Hell's Headbangers. Yeah, I answered this kind of like another video. Like you almost asked verbatim what somebody asked. Like, hey, has anybody ever given you shit for listening to metal or bullied you? Not that I can ever remember. But the thing is kind of like maybe I didn't give him a chance to because I mean, if it was like some outsider giving me crap, I'll just tell him go fuck yourself. Like, it's not like it's maybe if you're giving crap, like if you were at like your job or whatever, you're like, all right, you got to kind of like sugarcoat this because it's like I mean, it's my boss and he can't fire me. I get it, but I've never gotten that far because like actually when I worked for the printing company or whatever, I wore metal shirts there too. They think there was no dress code, just you showed up, you wore whatever. You know what I mean? You're just in a it's just like a it's just a shop job. Nobody cared. So I remember wearing Lord Gore shirts there, Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, Morbid Angel, None Slaughtered, whatever I had. You know what I mean? And occasionally you get funny comments like, "Oh man, that's like guys always got the craziest shirts on that type of shit." But that was like, and I was like 18, 19, 20. I quit there when I was 22, so I worked there from age 18 to 22. So what I noticed out of there was the kind of like the crap you're talking about was like in high school where the kids were just a bunch of pansies. Oh my God, the scary shit. No, this devil worshiper. No, there's this guy. He's going to be the next Columbine kid and all this other fucking shit. Kind of got that, but not directly to you. Kind of whispers in the background you'd hear. But what I noticed though, because I kind of thought that was like, that's just the way it is, normal society racks. When I got to the company, it was called Dupli Systems, and I worked there, and nobody cared. I'm like, when you're around adults, nobody gives a fuck. Like, everybody that I worked with, even when they'd see like a Deicide and Verticross, whatever, like, nobody cared. Like, literally nobody cared. They're like, oh, that's just Justin. I don't know. It's death metal. I'm like, yeah, that's what adults think. So it's kind of funny, like, ever since then, I was like, oh, so the real world, once you get out of this fucking gay-ass high school shit with a bunch of just kids who've only had hair on their dick for 2-3 years acting like a bunch of fucking little girls. Uh, Nobody cares. I mean, because the only when people cared, it was in school. Once you got around adults, and then but like my adult years, like people comment like kind of like not in a good way. Very, 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 very few. Like I said, I mentioned the one lady in the post office line commenting on the Merciful Fate shirt where it says the Don't Break the Oath shirt. I deny Jesus Christ the Deceiver. She said, "Did I deny the Lord? Sure does." And she turned around. Like I just turned around. Like she said that to me, and I just sure does. And I just turned around. Nothing to talk about. Nothing further to talk about. It absolutely does. Of course, I deny that piece of shit. Got that, but honestly, that's the only one. Like, I'm sure there was one or two more. Oh no, there was actually the biggest fucking one I've ever ran into. I have told this story on Public Man Hellcast. Is I think the last one because it might be the last story. Is I was wearing it was at I think the company was Monroe Muffler. I don't know if that's a franchise around the world, but I know there's a bunch of them here in was it Monroe? One of those places where I was getting an oil change. Long story short, I was definitely 20, 21, something like that. I was going in for an oil change, right? Drop off your car, get an oil change. And I was literally wearing, I don't know if you guys ever seen them. I wanted Hells to do replicas of them. It's just super simple design. The Toxic Holocaust, Enemy of Jesus shirt. It's one-sided, all white print, just a Toxic Holocaust. It had like the, kind of like skullish type fucking art. And the bottom it said Enemy of Jesus. And then the back side, there was nothing. And actually, a little kind of side tip on that fucking, I'll get to there too, is anyways, I don't own the shirt no more because it was a size medium or whatever. Now this is I wear size. This is a 2X, or sometimes if I wear my shirt's like really loose. I think this might be 3X. 2 to 3X is what I wear. Depends on what fucking brand made it, et cetera, et cetera. And like my shirt's just like a little bit loose, not huge, but a little bit loose. You know what I mean? So no way in hell I could get inside squeezing out medium. So whatever, I fucking eBayed it or whatever. Or maybe I gave it to somebody that I knew would like it. So, but that was a shirt I always liked. Anyways, I was wearing that shirt, and then when I was going to Monroe Muffler, I think it was, like I said, I think it was Monroe Muffler, but it was a place that was across from fucking Walmart. Still there to this day. Have been there years. And the fucking manager in there, he's like, just, did that say Enemy of Jesus? So yeah. What's that about? I was like, it's a song. It's by a band. I'm here to get an oil change. I'm not here to talk to why. Oh, I don't think I could give you service. Like, what do you mean you can't give me service? You're gonna have give service for wearing shirts? Yeah, like I mean, enemy of the Lord. That's not acceptable. I'm like, dude, do you own the company? He's like, no, but I'm the manager. I was like, well, I can promise you this: the owner of the company probably doesn't give a shit. My money's just as green as anyone else's. And not to mention, I was like, is that even legal? I was like, I'm pretty sure. I was like, you kick me out of here, dude. I was like, you best believe I'm going to go talk to a lawyer and sue your ass. I was like, and there was somebody standing. I was like, I got a witness standing right behind me. I was like, man, I mean, fuck, that's just equivalent to just put a sign out front: no blacks allowed, no Jews allowed. I was like, isn't that equivalent? Like, it's freedom of religion. So okay, so I'm not into Christianity and you are. Like, that isn't that a discrimination? Discrimination of freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of religion. And so he actually, I should have just told him to go fuck himself, and probably should have sued his ass. But anyways, he took me on and gave me the fucking oil change. Who knows? Did he fuck with my car? I don't know. Actually, I don't think he was the one doing it. He was just the one taking the order. But nonetheless, that was the most shit I got, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, now that I'm even looking back, thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I can't even believe this guy was probably like in his 50s or whatever. I'm just like, that was just off the cuff. Like I said, I remember you said, I was like, dude, just literally put a sign up saying no blacks allowed, no Jews allowed. I'm like, that's the same thing. Like, it's illegal as fuck. You can't do that. And I think that's kind of, oh, yeah, I guess maybe you're right. Maybe it's just his personal bias, like, had him say something that's stupid. But like, this is like 20-year-old J-dawg knows nothing about nothing. I'm just like, dude, there's no way that's legal. You can't kick me out and not give me service for a fucking t-shirt. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. So what I should have just left and fucking sued his fucking ass. Is what I should have done. But in hindsight, you weren't expecting it. But that's probably the worst as adults that I've ever got. It's funny, too, because, well, it's actually not funny at all. But at the time, the Enemy of Jesus shirt, that's the shirt Eric wore. I don't even know the stories about. Anyways, he had this fucking. He was starting to fucking get out of fire. He had a gas can blow up on him, literally blow the fuck up on him. I was there, and he was wearing a Toxic Holocaust Enemy of Jesus shirt. And so I guess he's got no Enemy of Jesus shirt anymore, too, because when the paramedics came and fucking stuff like, I think they were IVing him with fucking morphine or whatever. He just literally fucking blew the fuck up. And first thing I do is cut his fucking Enemy of Jesus shirt off him. So I remember because I just remember because literally at the time that event already happened, I'm like, man, that shirt's just a bad luck t-shirt. It's fucking, yeah, I almost got fucking kicked out of it, refused to get an oil change. And, Easy-E had a fucking goddamn explosion going off on him with it. So, Toxic Holocaust images, got to keep that 13 bad luck going. Got to get replicas of that. So, Next time I see Joel, maybe we'll do this because I actually want to just to keep in stock as classics. Like I would like Hell's just do keep it available. Both the Enemy of Jesus shirt and just the classic Evil Never Dies shirt. I know he kind of prints them, but I think ours would be a little better. Sometimes he has no back on there. I think he should have the Toxic logo on the back always. And sometimes I've seen them like they're on yellow shirts. Like, dude, I'm not wearing a fucking yellow shirt. You know what I mean? But I think it'd be cool to keep that because I think to me, like especially Evil Never Dies, I think that's one of the most classic fucking thrash. It's just classic as fuck. Like to me, it's got to be around year round, just available. Availability year round, kind of like Show No Mercy. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So it's one of the greats. God damn it! So that's a 10, motherfucker, in my book. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it off there, Devils, because 15 minutes. I'm kind of like the 20 to 30 minute videos. I really don't want them to go over that length, but when it has to, it has to. So yeah, that was a pretty goddamn good question. Had a lot to say. Wasn't even planning on that. So cut it off there, and I'll finish all of them on another video, or see how many were left, or go to the next video, whatever. So keep the goddamn comments and questions coming, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.